as important as what I'm going to do.
It just doesn't make me feel right inside. I don't like watching this.
My whole life is just cold, bitter hatred.
That's a real thing? Like, that's not a joke?
No, it's a real thing.
It's time for me to kill.
It's being called the most violent video game in history. Titled Hatred, the premise is simple. The player is a lone wolf shooter who goes on a rage-fueled killing spree, targeting the innocent, seeking a glorified death.
My genocide crusade begins here.
Your eyes just popped.
I just can't believe this is the stuff they're doing nowadays.
Violence in video games really is nothing new. We saw it back in the day in games on Atari, and even now we see them on games like Call of Duty and GTA. But some gamers we spoke to say hatred seems to be taking it a bit too far.
Even Grand Theft Auto, like, you're killing... I don't play that game, but like I know you could take the lives of innocent civilians and things like that. But that, like, tossing around the word genocide and just, it seemed a bit much.
It's one of those things where there's no empathy to this character. There's no redeeming qualities about this character. You don't get a name, you don't have a reason for it. He just hates people and he just wants to kill everybody.
It kind of reminds me of the violent shootings in the States and even in Ottawa. And I'm just worried that someone that has the same mindset would use the game as a trigger to do the same thing.
Destructive Creations, the company behind Hatred, writes on its site that they wanted to create something against trends, something different, something that could give the player a pure gaming pleasure.
This is the time of vengeance.
Hatred is expected to be released in the next few months, but only via download. And there's already been hesitation from online distributors. When download site Steam said they wouldn't be offering the game, there was backlash, and the decision quickly reversed.
The video game industry is always about testing boundaries, and I think that this game is doing that. I don't know if it's so much the demand, it's more of the idea that the option still has to be there. You can make a terrible game about a terrible, terrible topic, but people are going to say no.
It's freedom of speech.
It's freedom of speech.
The Entertainment Software Ratings Board, or ESRB, is responsible for giving games their ratings like M for mature. ESRB tells City News, though, that Hatred has not yet been submitted for a rating. At ANC Games on Spadina, Roshni, Murthy, City News.